world somebody could get such a blessing out of dirt. Lee was talking about how much of a blessing dirt is to him, and how amazing it was to him, and how precious it was to him because it was something that his father had made.
Yeah.
But I've found that the older I've got in God, the more you want of Him, the more there is.
Right.
The closer you get to Him, the closer He lets you get, and the more you look for Him, the more of Him you find.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'll be honest, there's a lot of animal lovers in the church tonight, and I'll be honest, I'm not really one of them. We've had dogs and cats and rabbits, and we had chickens and all that stuff, and Whitney loves animals. I'm not a huge fan, to be honest. But I'll tell you, we went, this week, we went to the Cincinnati Zoo, and I don't know if anybody in the history of that zoo has ever felt the Holy Ghost there, but I did. We were walking through there, and we were looking at all the exhibits and looking at all these different animals from all around the world. And they had those little placards there beside each one of them talking about how they were perfectly adapted to just wherever they lived. Whatever obstacle they had encountered in their natural habitat, they had found a way around it. God had blessed them with a way to adapt and survive and live and thrive. And no matter if it was the cold Arctic, or the Antarctic, or whether it was a polar bear or the tiniest little beetle that lived in the Amazon rainforest, it had something that guaranteed it that no matter how rough it got, God would help it survive. And everything's so different. You looked at the elephants and the giraffes and the gorillas, and as big as they were, all the way down to the tiniest little bugs and reptiles. My Father created every single one of them.
Yeah.
And I didn't always look at it that way. But the more I look for Him, the more I see Him. And that whole morning we were there was a song that I was singing. It's an old song, but one that I've just recently heard, and I have never sang it before, but I'm going to try a verse of it. If you want to follow along, it's 41 in the big book. D, I think. This is my Father's world, and to my listening ears, all nature sings, and round me rings the music of the spheres. This is my Father's world. I rest in the thought of rocks and trees, of skies and seas. His hands the wonders wrought. This is my Father's world. Oh, let me ne'er forget. And though the wrong seems all so strong, God is the ruler yet. This is my Father's world. The battle is not done. Jesus who died shall be satisfied. The earth and heaven be one. And the version I heard had an additional part that said, this is my Father.